Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. In this week's Best of the Brand segment that I've been running for the past few weeks now, I'm talking all about one of my all-time favorite brands, Guerlain. And this was highly requested, so I hope you guys enjoy listening to me talk about the 10 products that are my favorite, and I would say are the very best. What I love so much about Guerlain is that it's a luxury brand that is so timeless and elegant. They've never lost their integrity or tried to change their identity in any way. No gimmicks, no trends. There's no pandering to a younger demographic or even a different demographic. I feel like what you see is what you get from Guerlain. They sort of sit on this very ornate pedestal, untouchable. And they have so much history. I mean, Guerlain fragrances are some of the most exquisite, luxurious fragrances that have ever been made. And I could make an entire series of videos based on all of the Guerlain fragrances. I'm talking just about the makeup today. But another great thing about the brand is that when you go to a Guerlain counter, they're typically a bit smaller. Something I see a lot of brands doing, even some luxury brands, is that they try to offer everything. And it almost devalues their hero products that are incredible because they get lost with all of their other mediocre products. Whereas Guerlain, they keep things nice and simple. They have a much more finely curated selection of items. So I think that's part of the beauty of the brand. I'm going to begin with one of my all-time favorite products. I talk about it constantly, and that is the Allure Radiance Primer. It is so beautiful. I mean, you can see just by looking at it, it's stunning. This is one of the best primers for increasing the longevity of your makeup. Anytime I want my makeup to look amazing, last for hours, I use this primer. It's a really nice lightweight gel, so when you pump it out onto your hand, when you rub it into the skin, all of those little gold flecks will break up, and it does give a little bit of radiance. And it's called a radiance primer, but actually, what I think is so amazing about this is that it fills in everything. It creates such a smooth canvas. And then the last thing I like to do is sort of press it into the skin. When it dries down a little bit, it starts to get a little bit tacky. Not super sticky, not in a bad way, but just a little bit of a tack. And that's what's going to hold your foundation. So you go on top with your makeup and it just sticks to your face. And it's not going to budge. It's not going anywhere. There we go. So there's just a little bit of a tack. And it smells amazing. Of course, because it's Guerlain. It's never uncomfortable. It's so thin. Anything that you put on top, it's just going to hold on to it and keep it there. I highly recommend this for brides, special occasions. I usually save this for special occasions, evening events, because it's thin and clear, no flashback, so anytime that you're going to be taking photos, this is going to be a great primer. The next thing I have here is the L'Essential Foundation. This is the foundation that I'm wearing today. It is just so beautiful. One of my favorite foundations of all time. It's that good. It comes in this beautiful bottle and it checks all of the marks. Medium buildable to full coverage, gorgeous soft radiance. It has SPF 20, 16-hour wear, so it's going to last all day. It also has some botanicals and other great stuff in there for your skin. The smell, not overpowering. Sometimes a Guerlain fragrance can be a little bit much for some people, but I think this is pretty light. The scent is definitely there, but it is so soft. It's kind of light and fresh. I don't mind it whatsoever. The foundation is just too beautiful, and it's made up of 97% naturally derived ingredients. It also has red algae and Terra gum extract and white cocoa bean extract, which I guess helps to maintain the skin's natural balance. It says it can be used by normal, combination, and oily skin types. And I could see that being the case. I mean, at the end of the day, I never feel like this is too greasy or too oily, even though it is not an oil-free foundation. It just sort of balances the skin. I love applying this with a dual fiber brush. That's how I applied it today. Because it is more medium to full coverage, I think if you go in with a brush like this, it'll pick up any excess product so that it ensures a very soft, just as much as you need, but not too much type of application. In the beauty world of Guerlain, as I mentioned, they keep it pretty simple. There are a couple main franchises. L'Essential is one. Terracotta, and Meteorite. So I have a couple products from Terracotta to mention. This is one that I picked up yesterday to replace one of the old bronzers that I had finished. I have the Terracotta Light. The one I had before was the 03. I believe it was called Natural or Doré, which was very beautiful, but this time around, I don't know, I feel like this is going to be a bronze goddess summer. I went with the 04, so this is deep golden. Just look how beautiful this bronzer is. It's the bronzer that I'm wearing today. It is so stunning. Just gonna... So I like to swirl my brush all around. Look how pretty. It has this beautiful sunburst design embossed on top. You have the Guerlain logo in the center, and that's a bit more matte. But then on the outside, you have this deeper shade, this gorgeous coral peach. And then these little stripes right here have a little touch of luminosity. It's almost this copper. It is so beautiful. I tried this yesterday and I fell in love. These Guerlain bronzers tend to be very warm, so they work really nicely if you already have a tan or if you sunless tan. If you're more on the light fair side, you're just gonna wanna be careful that you choose a very light shade of bronzer. My next two picks I can confidently say should be part of every luxury makeup collection. They are staples, essentials, just incredible products all around. This is the Terracotta Skin Foundation Stick. I have the shade Natural. And then this is the Terracotta Skin Highlighting Stick in the shade Gold. This to me is one of the most incredible products because it is a skin perfector. I wouldn't even call this a highlighter. It does give your skin glow, but it's so much more than that. It makes your skin look perfect. It doesn't simply create a very obvious and dramatic stripe on your cheek. It brings me back to the days of strobing. Do you remember hearing that term thrown around a lot, where it wasn't highlight contour, it was strobe, more natural. And this really is like a no highlight, if that makes sense. You know, no makeup where it looks like nothing. That's what I would compare this to because it does give your skin glow, and I do have it on today, but it's not obvious. In fact, when you blend it in with your fingers, and that's how I like to use it, I won't apply it directly to the face, but I'll kind of tap. Everything just sort of blends and it's seamless and effortless. I applied it on my chin right here. If I did that with a powder highlight or some of my other highlighters, it would be very noticeable. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, but this is so much better than those Balm L'Essential sticks from Chanel, which I love. They're beautiful, very natural and soft too, but because they have that wet glass skin texture, they're a bit sticky, whereas this doesn't feel sticky at all. It is the most natural glow you can achieve. So beautiful. The Terracotta highlighting stick is also available in pink and a pearl shade, I believe, but this gold is so perfect because it's not an extremely yellow gold. It's not truly gold. It actually looks more like skin. It's a very fleshy tone so that it looks incredibly natural. And for those times when your skin is not looking perfect and you need a touch up, the Terracotta foundation stick is your best friend. This is your secret weapon. I love this foundation stick, and I hadn't replaced the Bare Minerals foundation stick that I was using and loving because I picked this up instead, and it's even better. It is such a lightweight, very easy formula. It's not available in a ton of different shades, but you just need to pick the shade that's kind of the closest to you. You could use this all over as your everyday foundation, but I like to use it just in a pinch. You could get a lighter shade to highlight, a deeper shade to contour if you wanted. But if I ever need to touch anything up, you just tap it on, and it is so easy. The stick is great for covering any areas of concern. If you have blemishes, post-blemish marks, hyperpigmentation, rosacea, any areas on your face or skin discoloration issues that you want to touch up throughout the day, if you have a spot that needs a little bit more coverage, this is great to take with you. And I'm not somebody who likes to touch up my face makeup throughout the day. I'm very paranoid about it. I never carry a powder compact with me, anything like that. But this is something that I don't mind keeping close by. In fact, I like to take this with me everywhere just so that I have it, especially if it's a special occasion or a big event somewhere where you're taking lots of photos. It never fails that you'll walk into the bathroom after a few hours and you look in the mirror and you might think, what happened? You know, I touched my face here, or it's been dark and I didn't notice that this happened. This is great. I'll take this with me to the beach or anytime I'm gonna be outside but around people. If you go on boat trips, this would be great to take with you because you might want to touch up after a few hours if you're exposed to the elements. Your foundation can do a lot of crazy things, and it is such a great formula. So smooth and easy, it glides, it blends, perfection. Besides bronzers, the meteorites are hands down the most iconic product from Guerlain. These are the Golden Land meteorites. These came out last holiday, and if you can believe it, it was my first meteorites purchase. I can't even believe it. They have that Guerlain smell. They look so beautiful. And they have so many gorgeous shades. This might have been my first meteorites purchase, but it definitely won't be my last. And I heard from so many of you guys who said that your meteorites last for years and years. So I definitely won't need to replace this anytime soon. I just sort of want to add to my collection. Unfortunately, this shade was limited edition, and from what I could tell online, the Golden Land meteorites are no longer available. I couldn't find these anywhere, but meteorites in general make this list. It's any and all shades. They're all incredible, and it's just a staple. This next item is still available, even though it was also limited edition. This is the Terracotta Golden Land Highlighting Powder. I love the packaging. I love the beautiful design embossed on top. The lid doubles as a mirror, which I think is incredibly convenient. The highlighter itself, when you look in the pan, doesn't look like much, which is why I was so surprised that I love this highlighter so much. It has this really soft, pale yellow gold reflect. It is beautiful with a tan. So if you are medium to deep in skin tone, this is beautiful for you. This would be a must-have for you. If you're incredibly fair or light-skinned, this may not do much for you. I love golden goddess makeup, especially over the summer, and this just goes perfectly with that really bronzed look. I might as well add a little bit to my cheeks since I didn't earlier. Just, ooh, so pretty. I really love that soft yellow. It is so different from anything else that I have, but you can tell that it's much more dramatic than the little Terracotta Skin highlighter than this one. The next product I want to mention is the Guerlain Maxi Lash. This one is actually the Maxi Lash So Volume. I think I prefer the original Maxi Lash, the all gold tube. Both of them are really beautiful. This is what I have on my lashes today, and I am happy with it. I just think I remember being more in love with the original Maxi Lash. I know both have a cult following. The Guerlain mascara is really good. I love this wand. This is my ideal wand. It is just perfect for getting the lower lashes and the upper lashes. That is my one complaint about so many mascaras is, you know, these brands come out with these jumbo wands and it becomes such a mess and a nightmare to apply. This So Volume is a pretty thick formula, but both this and the original Maxi Lash are great for separating the lashes, length, volume, a little bit of everything, which I love. I don't like the look of just a couple really long lashes or when they're shorter, but they're just really clumpy. I don't think that looks really nice at all. I need separation. So this wand, the brush just sort of fans out the lashes and it makes them look really plush and lush. Coming in at number 9 is another beauty essential that's just great to have on hand. This is the Abeille Royale Black Bee Honey Balm. It is extra nourishing for dry and weakened skin. I originally started using this all over my face after a peel. This replaced my moisturizer. I do peels at home. They're relatively aggressive, so 20% salicylic acid, 30% glycolic acid. I have a 50% lactic acid peel. I only do them every once in a while. But after a peel, you really have to hydrate your face, a thick, very rich moisturizer. So something like this is perfect. It truly is more of a balm than anything else. Oh, it is so nice. It smells like honey. For those occasions when your skin is so parched, it is just thirsty and dehydrated, nothing else will do, the Black Bee Honey Balm should be your go-to. It's amazing. When I'm traveling out west, my skin gets unbearably dry. If I'm just in a cold climate, it's not usually that bad. I generally have a moisturizer on hand that's thick enough that my skin will feel hydrated. But if we travel out into the desert climate when it's just so dry, my skin is not used to that. I'm used to 80% humidity year round. So going out there, my lips get chapped, my skin feels like it is cracking. And I want to say it retails for $57, under $60, so it's an incredible price point for what it does. I'm looking at the website now. It says that this is a balm that's specially formulated for skin that feels dry and weakened by extreme conditions such as excessive cold or heat, sunlight, hard water, and humidity, so even maybe sunburns, this would be good. Cosmetic procedures carried out by a dermatologist, so if you've ever had any sort of laser facial, anything that's incredibly harsh, this is just going to bring your skin back to life. It's amazing. Last but not least are the Guerlain Rouge G lipsticks. All shades, all cases. I just think it is one of the most incredible products. It's not just a best of Guerlain, it's a best of beauty. Definitely best of luxury beauty. So here's one of my cases. This is so beautiful. I picked this up last year. I had my eye on it for a long time. I was really glad that I was able to get my hands on it. So here I have this crystal case. Inside is shade number 28. This is a really pretty orangey red coral lipstick. It is so beautiful. It didn't match my dress, so I don't have this on, but I will show you what it looks like on the lips. These lipsticks are such high quality. The lipstick itself is amazing, and I want to say these retail for $33, and the cases are generally around $17. I think this case was special, so I paid maybe another $30, but I can hold on to it forever because they're interchangeable. You can pick out whatever lipstick case you want, whatever lipstick shade you want. You can mix and match. It's pretty cool. And another thing that's great about the case is that it has a mirror. It is just the ultimate convenient luxury item. I think that is so genius. I always keep a little compact mirror with me in my bag, but if I needed to pull this out and just kind of apply it really quickly, I love that there's a little mirror on every single case, so it really justifies the price. Lipstick itself is incredibly long wearing. This might be the most long wearing bullet lipstick I've ever tried from any brand. I can apply this in the morning, I can eat breakfast, I can have coffee. Hours later, it'll still be on my lips. Maybe not quite as bold, you know, the color might be a little bit softer, but it doesn't look bad. It still looks really great hours later. So I love the darker shades. And again, this is number 28. I want to say there's a nude that I've had my eye on and I wanted to get it yesterday, but it wasn't in stock. I think it's shade 3. They're beautiful. The lipsticks are high quality. One of their best launches yet. And that completes my list of the top 10 best Guerlain products. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, your questions down below. Be sure to share your favorite products from Guerlain down in the comment section. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything that I have today on my face, down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.